Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we hear you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring. Four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion. Your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we hear you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring. Leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
Yo, how's everybody doing today? It's your boy Channel Hayes, whoever you need me to be, with Four Sides of the Ring. Yo, Tino, can you hear me? I bet. So I do have some news to share with the class. We have a brand new member of Four Sides of the Ring. Listen, my brother, a family member, my cousin, one of my best friends, man, the poopy boy himself, Taino James Sanchez. How we doing today, brother?
What's going on? What's going on? What up, channel?
No,
I am officially happy to be an official member, that six side old school TNA style side
TNI,
of the ring. TNI, you know. Um
recreating promotions.
that's my name right there, the TNI promotion. No, seriously, man, is super dope to officially be part of the team. As you know, because we spoke about it since before the pod. I've listened to every episode, love you and the boys. Getting to kind of know y'all just from hearing every episode, literally every single episode. So to now to be part of the pod, voicing my opinion like live in action with y'all, just trying to grow the podcast and just have fun is honestly just super dope to be a part of. So I'm here.
Listen, man, glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm not gonna hold you. I try to share the link to you from YouTube onto Twitter or X, and I
Mm.
forgot my headphones connected to my phone, so I was scrambling. I was like, "Fuck, how do I get it? How do I get it back over?" But listen, man, very, very happy to have you. So as you know, if you're first time, long time, you know everybody here has a promotion. And I'm pretty sure we can convince the founder to do a nice little fantasy wrestling draft again. So we all get our own little factions and rosters. But listen, your favorite faction just got bigger. We just got a 6-member. So let's start off how we start off every single episode. What is Ant doing next? All right, so this Saturday, January 31st at Lafayette Township School, you need to go see my man's wrestle. I don't know what he's doing. He just sends me the cards and I promote it. He's somewhere on this match. Oh, I see it. He's in the bottom. Junior Flow versus Tamir Gibbs in the Nightmare in Wonderland. The Nightmare in Wonderland is a fire finisher. I don't know how I feel about that as an actual wrestling name. You know what I mean? That just sounds kind of crazy to me.
Nightmare Wonderland is an interesting name.
It is very interesting. I think that's a finisher, but
Oh, nice.
La Fiesta nightclub. It's an ECBW event. I'm assuming this is all luchadors or lucha style wrestling. That
Nice.
is March 14th. You got some ways away to get yourself some tickets. And VIP front row is only $30. If you don't got $30
Wow.
to support your favorite faction, what do you got? Let's keep it funky. All right, TCW, The Devout, Saturday, February 21st, 2026. It is in Waretown, New Jersey, Wells Mills Road. This is way too small. But listen, doors open at 6, bell time is at 7. Advanced tickets start at $15. Listen, if you guys watching the podcast, we're already a small podcast as it is. That means you love wrestling. And if you love wrestling,
Seriously.
there's no reason not to show love and show support. You know what I mean?
Seriously, as Chan always says, man, support the Zombie King if you're able, if you're in the area, if you're able to make that trip. But in all seriousness, man, enjoy. Go out, see your local indie wrestling. Indie wrestling is so amazing. Wrestling just in general, man, is it's just a beautiful sport in my opinion. And you never know who you're gonna watch. You know what I'm saying? You might see some old school legends. You might know some names. You might not know no names. But indie wrestling is amazing. I'm yet to see the Zombie King perform live. But I'm sure he's a great talent. I'm sure it was mentioned before. He was in the PWI. The dude is good. You
I'm not
know,
gonna hold you.
so
Ant is filthy. To watch Ant, like when somebody tells you they wrestle, you know, yeah, sure, buddy. You know what I mean? Then I
Mhm.
saw Ant wrestle. Oh shit, Ant's nice.
No,
He's
I've
nice.
I've seen a few clips
He's
that
nice.
that you guys posted, and I freaking love his the switchblade
Oh yeah.
that switch. He does it so smooth, bro. Just super quick. Just
Yeah,
I was
he has a very pretty swinging neck breaker. I will say that
swinging
it
nut
is
breaker.
it
It's
is
so smooth, so smooth.
it is very pretty. I will give him that. It
And
is
man, I
very
and look, man, for anyone hearing this, I've told channel this way before the pod. Like I was nothing for the best for the Zombie King. Check him out, support. Even if you can't go there live, check out his videos, check out his social media.
I think it's the Zombie King.
Dude's coming up.
I actually don't know his social media off the top. And also February 6th, talking about the Zombie King, he has a title match.
Oh shit.
February 6th at the Phil Sheridan Building Association in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. 10 in advance, 12 at the door. He is fighting for the ECPW light heavyweight title against Jonathan Bain. And listen, Jonathan Bain will get his ass beat by the Zombie King, okay?
That's right.
He'll get his ass beat. That's all I'm saying. So listen, man, support your local indie shows. Have a good time. Honestly, indie shows are dope because
They're beautiful.
not only that, it's super affordable, and the wrestlers after the show, like if you stick around long enough, you'll get to like talk to them for a little bit, and it's actually pretty dope, man.
There's a
And
show tomorrow in Brooklyn that one of my friends invited me to go to. I forgot the promotion but I know Luke Gallows is gonna be there. He's like the headliner.
oh,
And
he's that right?
another it's tomorrow at 8 o'clock. But I can't go. I actually gotta text him and tell him I can't make it. But yes, support local wrestling, man. I'm actually planning a trip on to see GCW March, mid-March. They're gonna be at the Showboat in Atlantic City. So I've
You going to AC for some wrestling?
I've been thinking about it. Like a couple of my boys in another group chat I'm in, who they're super big into wrestling like us. He actually already booked the ticket. He sent me like a thing. He was like, "Yo, it's 30% off for like the room." But I didn't, unfortunately, don't have the funds at the moment for it. But I am looking
This
into it because
that's crazy.
take a
That's
weekend in
crazy.
Atlantic City to see some wrestling, see
That's
the East Coast version of our casino
that's crazy. My man has been to AC to party or club or nothing, but my man's just
for
going for some
wrestling.
wrestling.
That is very true. That goes to show you. That goes to show. Like I'm so knee deep into this shit now.
My man's going to AC. It goes be like, hey, you want to go get a drink? You're like, nah, I gotta go watch.
Bell time is at 8 o'clock. I don't know. I just spent $30 for these VIP tickets and it's not going down the drain. I don't know what you think. I have a friend. Oh yeah, well, of course you could buy a ticket.
Yo, it's crazy because I could actually see that for you, and you wouldn't realize she was into you until you got home. Like, fuck.
Yo, seriously. Man, just look at you like I probably blew that, huh? You'd be like, yeah, I told you. Like, all right. At least I seen the main event. It was good. It was good.
Listen, man, I don't know how I feel about going to AC for a fucking for a wrestling match.
Crazy. I've never been there. I don't know if that's sad to say, but I've never been there. I'm not like into gambling and stuff like that, so it was never really a reason for me to go over there. So this is kind of giving me a reason, I guess, and whatever else comes with it, I guess comes with it. But
you're not missing much. But let's get into our shenanigans. Where you want to start at? You want to start at the Royal Rumble preview or the Saturday night main event review?
Ooh, so just because I have some notes actually on the Saturday night event, I would actually like to cover Saturday night.
All right, so this past Saturday, we had Saturday night main event, first one of the 2026 year. The scheduling for these shows, to me, they're kind of weird and wacky, especially the week before the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little weird, but we got some matches off. We had Cody Rhodes. I was gonna say Cody Fatu and Jacob Rhodes. We had Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. That match never really got off the ground. It kind of just came off the gate brawling.
It did.
Did you see SmackDown when Cody was interviewing Michael Cole and Jacob Fatu kind of just sat down? He kind of broke
I
in.
did.
That was a great promo and build up for Jacob, Mr. Fatu.
It was great. I just want to say this real quick before you finish your
No,
thought.
you're
So
fine.
that whole segment, sit down, whatever, it kind of, I was kind of like, this is my thing with Cody. And that whole segment, like, beautiful. I'm not saying, it was bad, whatever he said, but it was like, you're so, I don't know what word to use other than just like, I don't know if it's a heel turn because he said certain things that kind of poked the bear, like, you were in prison and just kind of coming at Jacob. Like, to me, I think it's Cody fatigue for me. I think a lot of fans have that. It's like some type of Cody fatigue. And I think now wrestling fans are into those in between good and
Tweeners.
bad.
The
Uh,
tweeners.
someone you could relate to, and Jacob is someone you could like. I went from EBT to WWE, like, bro, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's some real shit right there. Like, bro, that's like 8 kids on one bed. Like, bro, Cody, not to say Cody didn't have a rough upbringing, but I don't think it was nowhere near what Jacob went through. So, you
I
know,
didn't, I didn't
to,
even think
to,
it's.
to, my
I
whole
don't
thing
think.
with my whole thing with Cody, I'm a little fatigued with Cody. I'm just a little fatigued with Cody. It was a great sit down. Going into the Saturday night main event, I love that a match never really happened. It was just straight up a brawl because Jacob was saying it the whole time, like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And that's basically what he did.
But
Um
it was the one thing I appreciate about it was Jacob was like, it was never this asshole was never meant for you. He was like, Drew McIntyre took me out. That was for him. You got involved. You
yeah,
did this. He's like, I was ready hot. I was moving. I was just fighting. You got in the way, and you just happened to get beat. But honestly, Drew McIntyre was already halfway out the gate before I even intervened.
it was a good point.
And that was a great point. Drew McIntyre would have won straight up if Jacob didn't get involved. And Cody got involved for whatever reason that he chose, and he got his ass beat. And I agree with you. There was some parts of the Cody promo back that I didn't like. I was like, oh, you don't make good decisions.
Yeah, yeah.
And listen, I don't really care about really none of that shit. You know what I mean? To me, it's like whatever. But like you said, most wrestling fans appreciate tweeners. Cody is at his core a pure babyface. And it's not always fun to watch. I hate pure baby faces because they try to represent everything that's good in the world. But as we know, as an adult, the world isn't black and white. It's
Hmm.
very much gray. We love great characters. You know what I
We
mean?
do.
Especially I love heels. I love the bad guys because sometimes
Especially now, I feel like that we're older. Like, you appreciate the heel work way more
exactly you do
than the
appreciate the
baby
heel work
face.
made way more. And so that was my issue with that. But yeah, the match never got off. Hold up, quick cut. It's my mom. Hey mom, how you doing?
Hey,
Thank you for
Ludi.
watching. And Poopy Boy, Tyree, not tripping. Cody Rhodes does what's best for business. To be fair, shout him out. The guy, our wonderful intro is done by Mr. Mr. T Phase. So appreciate you, brother. Even
Make
though
sure you
you
check
are,
out his. Make sure you check out Spotify. Drop that Spotify, man.
I don't know. Yeah, you're gonna have to drop it.
That's what I was saying. Like, you gotta drop it.
You gotta drop it. I can't. So yeah, so just thanks. Shout out to TJ. Also we have another intro in the works, so we look forward to see what you come out with us. But also being said, I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, we love the gay characters. I love bad guys because who doesn't want to see a bad guy win sometimes? That's why Endgame was so good. Infinity War was so good. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because Thanos won, and it's like, oh my god, and everybody had to wait on a year to see what happened.
It was insane, man. That
It
time
was
was
insane.
insane.
And sometimes the story is better when the bad guys win. That's why in wrestling, sometimes the business is better when you have a heel world champion. You know what I mean? Because you have all these guys trying to
I,
overtake
I
them.
I definitely agree with that, and even more on top of that, I believe Saturday Night main event is also, didn't Drew actually come out while they were?
That was my next thing. So the match never really got started. They were just brawling. And then towards the end of the brawl, Drew McIntyre kind of like got involved in the brawl anyway, and just kind of took them both out, which
Fuck with
is
it.
it's cool considering, but you also have to consider he has a number one contender in Sami Zayn at the Royal Rumble this week. You know what I mean? So that's now you have a weird sticky situation. Is Jacob going to interfere in the match? Is Cody going to interfere in the match? Are we going to get a fatal 4-way on SmackDown? Is it going to be a triple threat match at the Elimination Chamber? What is the combination of this?
So what I think is just my opinion on that. I think it'll either be between either Cody or Jacob. It'll more than likely be a triple threat. I would like to see a
It'll probably
singles
more triple
match.
threat.
I don't
I
see it being a fatal 4-way just because I don't know if you've noticed this last couple weeks or maybe month or two. WWE has been catering a lot to the hometown favorite. You got Finn in his hometown. Now you're getting Sammy where they're gonna be at. So this is, in my opinion, more just because it's Sammy, where the
it's
event's gonna
that's
take
not
place at. I
that's
don't
not
really see them
that's not
winning
new.
just be,
That's not new news though. You know what I mean? They always cater to the fan base, to the
thousand
hometown
percent.
fan.
But now
Look at
it's just so open. You're just getting it's just there. It's like, oh, okay, so like
nah,
during the match, I knew Sammy was gonna win because I think during SmackDown it was the Sammy with Trick and Randy. That was how he got the number one contender. No,
no, that was a Saturday main event. They had a fatal 4-way match at Saturday night in Toronto, another one of Sammy's hometowns, his actual main hometown, and he won the fatal 4-way match to
so
go.
so that's what I'm saying. So
How we doing, Mel? But
hey,
but
what up,
here's
now?
but here's but here's the thing. Here's the thing with Sammy. Sammy, it's not like Sammy just got the opportunity because it happens to be in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? It's also because Sammy fits a role pretty well in WWE. More to much people's dismay, Sammy can go back and forth between world champion challenger to mid card savant, and that's who Sami Zayn is. And so for Drew McIntyre coming off his first defense will be against Sami Zayn, and it's a good little story. It's a good
My
little story.
my 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 fear is I'm just like what I guess what I'm trying to say. I'm just hoping this isn't like a one-off for Sammy. Like it's just something you kind of get him hot and then he's just not on TV anymore because he hasn't been on TV for a couple weeks up until this random Drew number
Well,
one
you got
contendership feud. So
well
that's what
he
I'm
was
saying. Like
well he was the
WWE
U.S.
is
champion. You got to remember he was the U.S. champion. He continued the U.S. Open. He wrestled. He lost to Ilya off TV for a couple of weeks. Then Randy came back. It's a whole bunch of people that just came back. You know what I mean? You had Trick making his main roster debut automatically
I
into a
will
number one.
say real quick, while we're still on this, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say we all knew Trick wasn't gonna win just because he's super green still. He just got called up. But I loved how he was trying to sneak a victory. Like every chance he got, he kept trying to roll up the tights, grab the ropes. Like I just think so far Trick is doing great heel work, just great little minute things that make you like not like the characters, like this fucking slime ball. But he's just been so great to watch him grow. Like if you think about it, what was it, a year or two ago? He was playing football. You know what I'm saying? Like he
Nah,
wasn't
he was
even
not 2 years ago. He's been in WWE for a minute. He came out with Apollo Creed when they I
that's
forgot what the thing
correct.
was. Yeah,
That's
he bro,
correct.
he's been in
I've
WWE for a
seen
minute.
that. I have seen that clip of him with the soldier suit on.
Yeah, that was a hot minute ago. You gotta remember he was in NXT on the top of NXT for like 2 years. He was Mello's like gopher boy for like
I
another year and a half,
remember. I
2 years.
remember that.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I'm not gonna downplay Trick. Trick's been putting the work down, and you know what I mean. But ultimately, yeah, obviously this match wasn't for him. It was always between Randy and Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's just better for business because somebody of Randy's stature can't really be taking all these losses. And
And
obviously,
Randy needs to get. I want to see him get right before his time is up. I'm not gonna lie. Randy's someone I want to see.
what does get right to you even mean? You know what I mean? Randy's had a great career. There's not really much
No,
for
no.
him.
I just mean more in the main event picture.
For what? I mean, he will be.
I'm more in the main event picture was like actual like if he's going for a title shot, it's not like okay, you know he's gonna lose. Like you kind of going into it like, hey, he just might pull it off, and he does.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like
he just had a title match against Cena.
I want him to win a title, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's him getting it. I want him
yeah,
to win it.
yeah,
Is that what you want me to say? I want
yeah.
Randy Orton to win a title in 2026.
And I hope he holds it for 7 days.
Wow, that's crazy.
Not
You
crazy, bro. Randy, no,
just
I'm
a
not a
pure
hater.
ageist.
Yeah, well, bro, look at. All right, bro. We're on the same age. We're basically the same age. We both seen Randy when Randy was peak Randy Orton, bald head, black trunks, punching people in the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one of the pound for pound best wrestlers in the world. That Randy Orton is no longer exists, bro. You know what I mean? He's a heavier guy. He's a heavyweight now. You know what I
He
mean?
is a heavyweight. So let me ask you, you think Randy never wins a singles title ever again, whether if it's a mid card
He probably
or not?
he probably does during his retirement run. He probably get one more. I'm not gonna hold you. Am I looking forward to it? No, I have no desire to see Randy on a world title run, especially as a
Wow.
babyface. That is disgusting. That's gross. It's nasty. But listen, I respect these. Listen, whenever I start on these ages things, I recognize these people are Hall of Famers. I just have an issue when somebody I grew up watching at the peak of their powers still wrestling when they've lost a step. And not only has Randy lost a step, he's a different wrestler. He's a completely different wrestler than when he first started.
Yeah,
And
so
that's
it's totally different moveset. Him and Shelton really evolved, like from being like a
yes.
high flyer type to like a power moveset. Yeah.
Well, Randy was never like high flyer, and Randy was always kind of like in the mix, in the middle, technician, American style wrestler.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Shelton, the peak of athleticism, completely changed his moveset to a heavyweight, and that's what Randy did. And it's dope, but you could see him lost a step. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Randy on in the 20-minute classic. I have zero desire for it.
That's fair. I mean, look, all I'm gonna say is this real quick to our listeners, whoever ends up, who hears this. I'm a sucker for the old school. I just have this thing for any athlete or performer, whether if it's in professional wrestling or outside of professional wrestling. If you're still out there putting in that work, I'm all for seeing a vintage performance, So that's just me.
If you can pull off a vintage performance.
Yeah, exactly.
Next thing in the match, let's talk about AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Great match.
Beautiful.
Great match.
Was that a 20-minute match? It was like a 20-minute match.
It felt like 20 minutes, but at the same time, AJ Styles can still go. You know what I mean?
1,000%.
AJ has not lost a step. And it's coming more and more likely because Shinsuke posted after the match. But before the match, that he spoke to AJ Styles, and AJ Styles said, "Yeah, my last match is the Royal Rumble," and he just filed trademarks for his logos.
I seen that.
You know what I mean? So, my personal belief is that his actual last wrestling match will be against Frankie Kazarian at TNA at the end of the year.
I could see that.
However, I do see him for a little bit having an AEW run, and it would be nice. You know what I mean? Wrestle all his boys for the last time.
What I will say,
Jesus Christ, still watching the show. A sucker for the old school. Man, bro's a 76-year-old at heart, bro. You're telling me, bro. You're telling me. He talks about Ultimate Warrior like he saw him live. He's never seen the Ultimate Warrior match, bro. It's nuts. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, listen, AJ Styles can still clearly go, but I appreciate the mindset that you want to go before you visibly lose a step, and I respect that. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a shell of yourself in that ring. And that's what I respect. AJ Styles is over the age of 45, but he can still go.
He can still go. Yeah, he's a great
if you can still go, you can still go. But if you can't go, I'm blaming your age.
Here's what I'll say just really quickly. I don't see AJ going to AEW. If anything, I would see him maybe doing a little TNA run before his time is up. Especially since the last time he was at a TNA event, the whole world seen it, that little look at the title, when he looked at the TNA title and you just hear the crowd just gasp, like, oh shit, okay, like they seen that.
He can still do it and retire with the belt. You know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. Like a TNA run for sure, but as much as it pains for me to say, and I think for myself and a lot of wrestling fans, we don't want to see it end with AJ. I think because of what just happened with Cena's retirement tour, we're A little too spoiled, thinking that that's how every retirement tour is going to happen. If you really go to think about it in the history of retirement tours, WWE never really done that until Cena. Undertaker never really had a farewell. Kurt Angle never really had a farewell. A lot of people can't even name you the last person he faced in his last match.
Wasn't
Same.
it Baron Corbin?
It was Baron Corbin. Undertaker's last match, I believe, as well was during the COVID era with no fans in attendance.
Was it his
So
last match?
I believe for
wasn't
Taker,
his
I could
wasn't
be
it
wrong,
wasn't
but I
Taker
believe so.
Kane's last match at Saudi? That
No,
Saudi
that
tour with
was
TBS?
2018, 2019, I believe. But I believe during COVID, Taker did have one last match with no fans in attendance. But point is, um, we're a little too spoiled. I think a lot of the matches and a lot of the promos and segments we're getting is AJ's Fell World Tour. Not every athlete, not every superstar gets that. And I think by Gunther defeating AJ, it'll just bring even more heat that he already has because he needs to me to get more. Gunther hasn't really done anything since December 13th. Like he's kind of like a high school bully, you know, beating up all the nerds and stuff like that. But if he takes down AJ, who everyone loves, no one wants AJ to go because we all want him to finish in like December of this year. It's going right back to nuclear heat on Gunther. And that's what we need. That's what we need. I freaking love Gunther. Um, in my opinion, I know people say he's boring, but I've never seen a Gunther match that I didn't like. Um, Gunther, like I said, little Gunther is just a old school and a new school. If you watch a Gunther match, you think you're watching like a Georgia Championship Wrestling match from like '87. Like
Jeez, my
Gunther
man's,
is
have you
just
seen a Georgia wrestling match from
I
1987?
I have, bro. When Peacock had the library, I told you I watched just random wrestling shows. Yes, I did.
Oh man,
I got to
yo,
see the difference between Georgia Championship and NWA.
I'm not gonna hold you. Gunther should be my favorite wrestler. The way he's putting these old people out of their misery, you know what I mean? He should be, but here
That's
we
what I'm
are.
saying. He's the new legend killer. I think it just makes the most sense for AJ to lose now. Because if think about it, if AJ wins, what does that really do for Gunther? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
Oh,
not
it
saying
makes
it
his
hurts
not.
Gunther,
No, it
but
doesn't hurt him. It makes it better because he becomes obsessed with retiring AJ Styles now.
I can't see him playing that role. Him
No, no, no.
being like,
No, he would become
and
best
and
friend
then
with him.
another thing is as well too. Why would because just coming to mind? I don't mean to take too much time on this, but just another thing coming to mind is just why would WWE do that in the first place? Like when at least me when I think AJ Styles, I don't think WWE. I think TNA. Some people think New Japan.
And
Like I don't see
that's
WWE even doing a farewell type of thing for AJ. If Gunther is truly the future, you know the present, future, whatever, why have AJ continue if he's going to retire anyway?
future.
Keep
He's
that
already
heat on
40.
Gunther.
He's already 40 years old. How much more of a future is there?
And that's what I'm saying. And I would love to see him like continue, you know, wrestling. I know we'll get into it later, like Tommaso Ciampa. Like I love that he's in AEW now because I hopefully we get to see if he could channel in that black and gold Ciampa, you know. But
A
anyways,
little bit of a cachet. Let's
you know,
finish off our thing. We had Liv Morgan, Liv Morgan and Roxanne against Rhea Ripley and Io
and
Sky.
EO, yep.
That was
The
actually pretty,
Rhea won that match, you know.
yeah, that was actually a pretty good match. Liv ate the pin. Listen, three things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and Rhea Ripley going over on Liv Morgan. I don't know
Yeah.
don't know more to say than that, honestly.
That's true. That is true. I will
Um,
say, man, I love the little segment still with Kyrie and Oscar. Kyrie's so freaking stupid. He's so funny. He was like trying to grab the title. Then it's funny because Becky is like telling her to Kyrie, and then Kyrie's translating it in English. Like she's saying it in English to Oscar. I'm like, what's going on? But I just had to throw out that segment. That little thing was funny.
Nah, man. So Raw was an okay episode. It was a pretty good show. For the main event, we had AJ Styles versus CM Punk. Once again, a last minute. My boy, one of the comments having looking like a Mark. I just clicked on this episode and I must hit an old link. Marcus disappeared again. Channel HR, what the hell did you do to him? Nah, the snow is pretty bad down there in North Carolina. Marcus is away from home at the moment, waiting for the roads to defrost. So Marcus should be back next week, depending on the weather. It is supposed to allegedly snow again this weekend. So we'll see what see what happens. But yeah, so we are kind of getting a sped up retirement run at this point with AJ Styles, and it's dope. He's getting to wrestle all the people he wants to wrestle while he's still in WWE. But they said his WWE career. They didn't say it just
exactly.
in general.
That's another thing. I actually went to Twitter and because to look for that clip, and he did say his WWE career. He never said his wrestling career. So that's another thing to little nugget to look out for.
We'll see what happens. Also we had another Liv Morgan and the Rhea Ripley vortex once again. We had a 6-woman tag.
Yes.
Rio and Stephanie Vicker versus the Judgment Day, Liv, Roxanne, and Raquel.
Love stuff.
I feel like I think Raquel's gonna win the women's championship at Elimination Chamber.
Oh man, shout out to Raquel, man. Raquel has stepped it up, bro. He comes out, she's literally coming out like Kevin Nash now. Like ever since Kevin Nash called her out on Twitter, she's what she said, big.
She's working bigger.
She's working bigger. She's just been, her promo has been great. She's I want to see her every week just beating the shit out of Stephanie backstage, like just every match. And I love Stephanie Valkyrie, but just every chance we get, just kicking her ass, man. Steph has really grew on me.
Marcus should be back next week. Where have I heard that before? Listen, man, all I can do is relate messages. You want Marcus back in the show? Tag him on Twitter. The founder MH. I know it. Listen, I know what to tell you. Find out and put on a show. But she has been great. It's actually pretty dope to see her step out of Liv Morgan. Instead of being just Liv Morgan's tag team partner, she's now Raquel Rodriguez, and she's a powerhouse on her own. And it has been incredible to see.
It has.
It's really a step up, and it's refreshing for the women's division and as a whole, especially while you have Rhea and Io in the tag teams division, along with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss in the tag team division. Then you kind of have Liv teaming with Roxanne. You know what I mean? The women's division is wide open for anybody at the moment. So you kind of have Raquel in a very great spot to see what she can do.
And she's been running with it very well. So I'm honest. Like, she's so far so good, honestly.
It's been great, man. Also in that main event with CM Punk and AJ Styles for the strap, Finn Balor, he got involved. He interrupted the match because he wasn't able to sign up for the Royal Rumble. So he's taking fate into his own hands to get himself another world title match.
I tell you what, you cannot blame him, because for Pierce to tell him on Monday, yo, all spots are taken. I already got all 15 spots, whatever. And then I don't know if I'm sure you heard by now, but yesterday it was breaking news. Brock Lesnar calls ESPN. Yo, I'm gonna be in the Royal Rumble. Yep, I'm gonna be there, boys. So Finn must be pissed. He's like, bro, Adam just said it's filled. Where this guy comes from? so Finn has to be a little pissed, but it's Brock Lesnar. I actually want to, because you said the Rumble. So it's kind of making me think. The landscape of the Rumble changes, man. I don't care how old Brock Lesnar is, dude is still a monster. Dude, I'm just thinking about all the face-to-faces he's gonna potentially have in the ring, like Braun Breaker, fucking Obafemi, like just like the past, like monster against like the current. Like, who's gonna be that current monster? You know what I mean? Like, or Beast, right?
I'm gonna tell you right now. As long as Brock Lesnar is in the ring, in WWE ring or any ring, he is the boogeyman. There's no.
It doesn't matter who's there. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter who's there. As long as Brock Lesnar is in the ring, he is the boogeyman. I don't care. Listen, Brock Lesnar will be 65 years old. I would never in my life call Brock Lesnar washed. That man,
you cannot.
That man that man would beat me purple.
Just out there chopping wood and just eating freaking just
Listen,
meat just off the off the
listen.
bones.
Brock Lesnar declared for the match. You think Adam Pearce told him, "Nah, Lesnar, we don't have space for you." He texted Azawa immediately after, like, "Hey, yeah, you just lost your Royal Rumble spot, buddy. So sorry."
Seriously.
Jesus with another comment. Still watching. Look at my man's watching the product tonight. The match proved Liv Morgan has officially surpassed top tier legends and consistently pinning the company's biggest stars, even in losses. Where are you getting these chat GBT responses from? What are you even prompting? My man doesn't watch wrestling like that. His girlfriend does, but he doesn't.
That it could have been his
No,
girlfriend who was
It could have been Barbara's opinion. Listen,
it could have been.
shout out to Barb's.
Oh, you a rapper and your girl's named Barbara.
Crazy amount of shade. All right, what else happened on Raw?
Raw was the Theory match on Raw? Was that Saturday night event?
That was saying, look, Barbara herself, Monday Night Morgan. It's Barb's.
I do know she's a Liv fan.
It's actually that funny. What's up, Barb's? Thank you for joining us tonight. Nah, the Theory match. They say Rey Mysterio got hurt this week.
I seen that. I hope it's not a knee injury.
I think it's a knee injury. My man's was limping pretty hard on it. It's kind of crazy, but Ray is 51 years old, man. He
still wrestles great. It's just the age catches up.
Yeah, especially when you athletic and you do all those agile.
He can't change his moveset, little big man. He can't change his moveset.
No, I want to see that. Little big man.
It's just he just hit somebody with like a power slam, like fucking where Rey Mysterio had this strength from for the last 20 years.
Blue tiger bombs, one winged angels.
Yo, that would be insane.
Yo, honestly, I might go play WWE 2K and just change Rey Mysterio's moveset completely.
Man, hopefully it's not a big injury because Ray is so great. Two-time Hall of Famer, obviously veteran in the locker room, someone that I think every and any talent would want to take notes from if he's willing to share that with them. Ray is our childhood, man. I know we kind of, just joking around and shit like that, but it sucks seeing legends or people you grew up watching, kind of just disintegrating away because their age. He still tries, like I just said a minute ago.
He's great.
He can still do his thing. But again, being 51, as Channel said, with doing the moveset that he has at that age, shit's gonna pop. Shit's gonna pop, So it's just unfortunate. Hopefully it's like I just said, hopefully it's not a long-term injury. Hopefully he's back, and hopefully whenever he does come back, it's him performing and it's him looking good while performing. One thing that I do know, especially Channel, because he said it a bunch of times, but I actually agree with him too. One thing that I don't like either is kind of seeing someone you've been a fan of not look the same because of whatever reason. So if Ray could come back and he's still looking how he did 6 months ago, man, let's do it. You know what I mean? But if not, maybe take some time off, some backstage segments, help the young luchadors, because WWE has a shit ton of talents of luchadors. So especially with the AAA relationship they have, so it's unfortunate. But on that Rey Mysterio thing, I wanted to ask you this, Channel. What's your I want to say this and then ask you this. So I'm a fan of Austin Theory. I know you are as well. Theory is still young, very talented.
Somebody has to be a fan of Austin Theory at this point.
No, seriously, man. And he's still young, very talented, yada, 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 yada. My thing is, in my opinion, I honestly think this whole thing so far with him in division has been kind of underwhelming, at least with Theory. Right now, obviously, the focus, the main guy is Braun. Logan Paul, this is just how I look at it. I see like kind of Braun, and then you got Logan Paul because he's like the social media guy, famous guy no matter what. I feel like Bronson Reed is kind of just there. They need to give him some type of mid-card strap just to keep him, I feel, more relevant. And then you have Austin Theory, who for weeks was this mystery opponent, this mystery guy. Um, at one point, Theory was the future of the WWE, right? I know there was different regime, but Theory was the future of the WWE. So far, I've been looking at this as a last chance, kind of, for Theory. And I think to put Theory over, if you want to have Theory and Braun over, maybe you have Theory turn on Braun during the Rumble. I'm not saying you have Theory win the Rumble. I'm saying maybe out of the other three members, it would be Theory who kind of stabs him in the back. Theory being the newer member, Bronson Reed already having the cachet, Logan Paul already having the cachet. Theory has that cachet, but he's been off of TV for a little while before joining Division. And then when he was on TV, it was kind of a goofy gimmick with him and Grayson Waller. So I just feel that they need to do something with Theory before he gets lost. Now, if that's not the plan, I get it. Because again, Braun is the bigger name. He's the bigger star. I understand that. But I just feel all those chips that they laid in with the masked person and for them to be Theory, and now they're not really doing much with it. You know, he's fighting Rey Mysterio like in the middle of the card, which is nothing wrong with that. Rey's a legend. But he's fighting Rey Mysterio, and what does that really mean? Even if Rey didn't get hurt, what does that mean for Theory? Okay, he beat Rey Mysterio.
All
You
right,
know, like
so
I what do you think of Theory? I'm going all over. What do you think of
nah,
this
you
one?
are going, you're
I'm
fucking
sorry.
rambling.
It's just I just don't get the
it's,
booking.
it's actually mad funny because I recognize that as a City Field Cup. Um,
Right.
all right. So here's the thing. I do agree with you. I believe this is Theory's last chance with the company, but it's not the last chance for his career. He's still able to make something out of himself if this doesn't work out. Um, being part of the division is a two-sided coin that's not really benefiting anybody outside of Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed is the one person is the only person outside of Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso who has pinned Roman Reigns in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Actually, 6 years this year. He's the only person outside of Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes to actually pin Roman Reigns. And they did not capitalize on that at all. And that's also duly because they also have Logan Paul. Logan Paul doesn't need the faction. He can get
At
off
all.
on name athleticism on his own, but I assume it's him working with Paul Heyman first and foremost to pick his knowledge and make this the best for him in the best possible setting that he could for himself. So the vision was always a murky water, even when Seth Rollins was the head of the snake.
Yep. I agree.
Then now you have Austin Theory. I told you when we were still brainstorming who it was. Austin Theory is the guy who takes pins in multi-tag matches, who eats the loss for the team, so it doesn't hurt nobody.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. It puts him on TV. Unfortunately, would you rather lose on TV or never see TV? You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
You know what I mean? You're waiting on the live event matches, like the things that are only specifically on Peacock, main event, and all those other shows. It's like it's either that. Would you rather be on TV losing week in and week out, and you could try to make something for yourself, or just not be on TV? But listen, regardless of what happens, Austin Theory will make something out of himself. I do hope it's with WWE, but if it's not the end of the world. There is life after the Fed. Prime example, we're gonna jump into AEW. Tommaso Ciampa. We spoke about him briefly a little bit earlier, but we will continue talking about Ciampa after this event because I have a bad tendency I forget about ads. So let's run the ads.
We'll be back.
Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, and every promo is celebrated in fashion. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling, we've got the latest gear to elevate your wrestling wardrobe. Show off your passion for the squared circle. It's not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. Come shop with us and unleash your inner champion at foursidesofthering.com. That's foursidesofthering.com.
So that was the ad. Okay, let's get rid of the second one. This way you just get it out the way.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad, Brandy's here to pick us right back up. Thanks to our partnership with SeatGeek, we got good seats and great prices. New users can score a fantastic $20 off their final ticket purchase by using the exclusive promo code 4SIDESOTR at checkout for any event. That's 4SIDESOTR. Tell them the bad guy sent you.
And remember, telling ICE that the bad guy sent you to the protest will not help you get off. And then they might ask you for your papers. So no, that strategy does not work everywhere. But talking about Tommaso Ciampa, Tommaso's Ciampa's one of those guys that can clearly go, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
WWE, they have a safer wrestling style. It's more based on performance and crowd engagement and entertainment rather than the actual aspect of professional wrestling. That's why if you watch week in and week out, or just in a general aspect, you realize AEW wrestling matches have more of a bag. They go more into their bag of chips more often, and WWE wrestlers do their 5 moves of doom and they spam it.
Yep.
That's why when you go into when you play these wrestling games, then you see a move, you be like, my man, I've never seen him hit this move at all. But that's just how the company is. So hopefully Tommaso Ciampa came out. He said he wanted to challenge for the TNT's title against Mark Briscoe.
Should be dope. Was Ciampa in ROH back in the day?
That's too much wrestling on for me and my man. So that's a net ram question.
All right, I believe he was. I think that's why they're having, because I know the Briscoes were in ROH back in the day. It's funny because I was I was bored the other night and I was on Google and I was just like, man, let me Google old Ring of Honor rosters. So I started Googling old rosters.
That's what you do when you're bored.
Yeah. I I searched like 05 to like 09, and 08 had a sick ass roster, and I don't remember Ciampa being there, but I remember the Briscoes being there. A lot of names actually stuck out to me in that 08 roster. But with Go Accident Rambo, I'll Google it later and see if that's true.
Yeah, he was in Ring of Honor from 2011 to 2015.
Yeah, I thought he was. So they probably have some history, which is why they have it. And that's why I Google random things channel. So when conversations come up, I got the background knowledge for the most part.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's absolutely insane that you're out here Googling old.
Hey, look, listen, if I'm gonna be up on here with the wrestling guru moniker, I gotta know some shit, okay? I gotta know some shit.
If Bellevue still took people for $50, I would have you institutionalized right now.
He does too much wrestling and just throw me in the lobby.
This is an absolute cry for help. So if you see Tino on the street, give him a hug. He clearly fucking needs it. But yeah, man, fucking deep cut. But yeah, Tommaso Ciampa. So we know he has a bag. He went absolutely crazy in that NXT Black and Gold days.
1000%.
Had some great matches. Friends to enemies with Johnny Gargano so many times. But at the same time, you know, this is perfect for somebody of his moveset. He's not really much of a talker. So much of a pure brawler.
He could though, because especially years in the WWE system with when they were doing the thing with I can't remember the tag team. But when they would go on Twitter and he would try to give Randy like RKO, so he has, you know, he could be funny, you know. He got the side.
It's with DIY and stuff. Listen, it's one thing to that, and it's completely different. Trying to cut a promo, you know what I mean? Especially like a really good one. But I will
say this. I didn't want to step over this, cause just being honest, as much wrestling as I know, I was not familiar with El Glone, who Briscoe actually wrestled against before Ciampa came out. That El Glone guy wasn't bad at all. He was actually really fucking dope. Really fun to watch. So
that's the beauty of AEW, man. You get to
I just wanted to shout that out, man. That's why I freaking love that promotion, because they'll expose you more to the outside promotion. So that dude was fun to watch. So I didn't want to step over the Briscoe match and against El Clone, but Tommaso Ciampa being there is big. And as you mentioned, man, hopefully we get to see what he does. If he could channel in that black and gold esque move set or
I'm telling you what's gonna
mindset
happen,
and
bro.
see.
The Don Callis family is gonna help him this week, bro. And then it's gonna be the conglomeration versus the Don Callis family. We're gonna get that for a couple of weeks. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna happen.
That
It's gonna fucking happen. Just like
would be great.
just how we have in his own little faction. What is the point of the national championship? Can you tell me what's the point of that goddamn belt?
Is the national champion this one that Ricochet's holding?
Yes, bro. What is the point of that championship?
It's just another title, man. It's just another title. Just I guess it's just another title. And just to be real honest with you, I like the fact that Ricochet is the inaugural national champion. I think it's great. We see Ricochet every week with the Demand. Is that the name of the faction when they're all together? So
I thought it was a bald and a bold.
So just him him holding that title and that whole little thing that happened backstage when they attacked Jack Perry and just beat dog shit out of him. Like it was
that I agree with. He has to cut his goddamn muffin chops off.
So I thought it was dope. I'm a huge fan of Ricochet. I'm a huge fan of Ricochet just being a champion and doing his thing because he's still a high flyer. He got a little bit more mic time now with AEW. So I can't really answer that question, but all I can say is I'm glad they put it on Ricochet.
My man's can't tell you nothing about the championship except that he enjoys Ricochet. That's crazy.
Enjoy Ricochet. And it's a good title. He's got another title under his belt.
My man's don't know nada about nada. What else about AEW?
Another thing that kind of interested me as well in AEW, did you see the Mox match? I believe he fought Ace. Forgive me, I forget the last name. But Mox did have a match yesterday, I believe. Won the matchup, and him and Takeshita had a little face-off, which I thought was very dope. Eyebrows raised. AEW, we're the best wrestle, and Takeshita, I think, in my opinion, is who Okada was 8-9 years ago. So when I see Takeshita wrestle, I see who Okada was a handful of years ago. Not that Okada's trash now. I'm just saying he's different. He's a little different now.
It's crazy. Listen, I gotta embarrass my man every single time I get a chance. My man said Okada 7-8 years ago, like he was watching Okada matches 7-8 years ago.
So that's very true. However, with all the time I have on my hands, I watch full matches from 7 or 8 years ago. Bro, the other night, bro, I gotta say this real quick. I was watching before. Notice I haven't watched the anime yet because I'm watching fucking random wrestling events. So the other night, I'm just real quick. The other night, I'm bored. I'm on my YouTube, and I'm like, oh shit, Ring of Honor, and I'm like, when the fuck did Ring of Honor hold an event in Madison Square Garden? So I watched the entire event, bro. It was like a 3-hour event. Then I Google everything, and I'm like, oh shit. Then I'm raising questions. I'm like, why didn't Ring of Honor put their name on the event? Like they just had it like it was like New Japan and like, bro, I just went in like a deep dive, and I was like,
it was Jay White.
It was Jay White. It was the Young Bucks were a big influence on, but Ring of Honor put all their players, like they had Cody go in, the Young Bucks were still signed there. Like Ring of Honor didn't put their name on that. But I don't want to go into. Point is, I was watching a random event, so that's how I could say Kenny from 7-8 because I watch random shit.
I'm not gonna hold you. You would fit right in to go into a wrestling match at AEC. I see it now. I see it now, buddy.
I'm gonna just be there, just chewing someone's ear off. Like, these guys fought 12 years ago. Like I was there. I was just on YouTube yesterday. That's why I know.
My man just watched this on the way to AC, and that's how he knows the match. Fucking nuts, man.
That is true. Another thing too that I wanted to mention as well is from AEW yesterday, Andrade, Swerve, Good fucking match to close the show. I think that was the no, not I think that was the main event last night. Andrade and Swerve. Andrade goes over, and I'm so much looking forward to next week because we get Andrade against Kenny Omega, and I believe that match should be a fucking banger. I love Kenny. Andrade is so fun to watch, whether if he's in WWE or AEW. So I'm looking forward to that. I didn't want to step over that match as well. They had a really good match. Fucking Swerve
It's
is really fun to watch. Like he could
oh,
mix
Swerve.
with almost anyone, bro.
Yeah, Swerve is incredible. Swerve is an incredible watch. It's weird because I don't know what Andrade actually wants out of wrestling.
Who knows, man?
And I say that because he went to AEW, left AEW because he was unhappy, went to WWE, failed, got released. You know what I mean? He wasn't even he didn't even complete his full contract. Legal issues with the company, and then back with AEW, and it's like I don't know exactly what he wants out of professional wrestling. If he just wants to wrestle a great talent week in and week out, by all means, have a ball with it. You know what I mean? Have fun because he is an incredible wrestler to watch. I just don't know what to expect from him on a week in and week out basis because I don't really know. I can't tell what he wants out of wrestling because even if he was to cut a promo with like, this is what I want from it. Like most people are like, I want to be a champion. I want to wrestle the best. I want to be the best. I want to be here with my friends. Kind of don't get that nothing with Andrade because Andrade bounces back and forth between companies like it's nobody's business. You know what I mean?
I would think it would be to have like more creative control. From what I understand, just hearing and different wrestlers and interviews who were in either company at one point. From what I understand is they get a little bit more creative freedom in AEW, more of an opinion. WWE being so corporate now, I don't think he really likes that. Like, who's to say? Maybe he loved working with Carmelo Hayes with the best of seven, but maybe he didn't want it to go seven. Maybe he wanted to do something else, or maybe he thought that he would get more out of that feud because they had a best of seven and nothing really happened out of it.
I mean, he ruined a tag team
It's
championship opportunity because they would have won the tag. Him and Ray Phoenix was slated to win the tag straps. My man's never just showed up to Paris.
it
You know what I
could,
mean?
who knows what it, I mean. It could be a bunch of things. I will say that's why I don't know. That's why I watch different types of wrestling just so you can see the talent. But who knows what that guy wants, man? He's fun to watch, but just I don't know. You just want to be careful, I guess, with that type of thing because fans could probably turn on you too. So
It's just a weird, awkward situation. Anything else you want to touch to
I
wrestling
I
about before
I did want to touch on a couple NXT points. I don't think we spoke on NXT yet.
talk your shit?
Couple things from NXT that kind of stood out to me on Tuesday. Dark State had a match against OTM.
The mud.
Kind of cool match. I am a fan of OTM. I've been saying that for the last couple of weeks, so I am happy to see OTM on TV. Dark State is cool. Really not too sure what they're doing.
Do you think the allure of Dark State wore off?
1000%. That because just like I was about to say, it's kind of like the YS6, right? Like
At
that.
some point, the bell has to ring.
At some point, the bell has to ring. Like the build up to the Wyatts, the build up to the Dark State. Great build up, great. It's WWE, man. The production is gonna be fucking beautiful. But once it comes to that bell ringing, not that none of those guys could wrestle, it's just the gimmick doesn't fit that to me. It's I don't know how to describe the Dark State gimmick other than just four goons,
For Shields.
kind of just yeah, four shields, just using the numbers game. Just like the Wyatts in a way. The Wyatts are more, I guess, more gimmicky, but the lore definitely finished for me. I just wanted to bring up that match because it's more OTM. Ever since Jada Parker kind of went her own way, OTM kind of just been casted away. Um, so seeing them was fun. Speaking on Jada Parker, Miss Parker, she had her first match on Tuesday, her first match since October. She was actually injured. She had a match against Nikita Lyons, who
Her first her first match in a minute. She was been on Evolve recently.
yeah, I haven't. That's what I was gonna say. I haven't seen Lions in a minute. So seeing them wrestle, you could tell they were a little, a little slow. But at the end of the day, they're professionals. They made it work. It's live fucking TV, and I enjoyed the match. So I thought that was it was a good little warm up for them.
It's
And
crazy considering my fault to cut you off. It's crazy
no, no,
considering all the cuts that you've seen from NXT, and Nikita Line just keeps making the cut every single time. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, what? And it's like,
this could be I don't want to keep saying that because I don't want anyone to ever be out of a job, but it could be
no,
another one of
no,
those.
nah. It's obviously a situation where she wants to be there, and I think she's willing to take the pay cut if they
She
offer
gotta
it. You
she
know what I
gotta
mean?
put in the work. I will say this: she does look like she's in great shape. She looks like she shed a few pounds. So she looks like she's motivated. You know what I'm saying? So her and Jada was a decent. There's a couple spots that I didn't like. I'm not gonna nitpick. But it was overall it was a match. One last thing I wanted to talk about with you, this is from NXT, is Caven Carver is his name. They've been really trying to pump this guy up. He had a match against Andre Chase, who I don't know what much to say about Andre Chase, but this Carver guy, I'm interested. I'm interested to see where they go. They're trying to do this whole thing with like him and Booker T, like it's kind of like real backstage heat or like real, personal friction or whatever. Um, I may be jumping the gun a bit, but so far I'm not too big on Carver. I feel like the segment with him explaining himself and when he like takes the mic off and like gets up out the chair, it kind of felt like he was reading a script. Like it kind of felt like he was, like he sat down and they're like, okay, action, and then he acted mad. Like it didn't really come off genuine. So I'm hoping if that is the case, because we know it's sports entertainment. I'm hoping if that is the case that they kind of tune that up, just because wrestling nerds like myself or maybe other people, you kind of notice those things, and sometimes it kind of makes you want to change the channel because it's a little cringe. It's like this guy is acting like a tough guy, and he's not a tough guy. Let's not do that. Calm yourself. You should actually lose because you're going against a professor. He had a whole fucking university. But again, I digress when it
I'm
comes
not
down
gonna,
to Andre Chase.
I'm not
But
gonna
this
hold you.
Carver guy, man, did you see him anything with Carver?
I've seen a couple clips. I mean, I'm not a big NXT person because one, I'm not gonna hold you. The Knicks had a back to back, and they played
They did.
they played Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you know me, it's always orange and blue skies. So fucking, I was watching the Knicks game, but I did see some clips about Carver. Listen, man, it's NXT. I don't give
Yeah.
anybody no shit about it. You're there to develop. Andre Chase, apparently anybody gets a university. Clearly because
Basically.
Hate You, we bought out Chase U University, you know what I mean? It was they were under foreclosure. Me and Netram, we spoke to the bank, we bought them out, and that's where we have Hate You at. You know what I mean? That's how we're able to buy it. So yes, anybody can own a university if you're able to come up on it. So other than that, I think Netram was saying he's a smaller Obafemi. They're trying to build another Oba. And
Interesting. A
that's a problem.
smaller.
That's problematic in itself. But I understand the point he was trying to make. Other than that, man, I don't. To me, NXT is hard for me to watch on a week to week basis because there's not much to keep me watching on a week to week basis. It's like the moment you get attached to somebody, you get called up to the main roster, and the whole entire identity changes.
The
You know
whole
what I
thing
mean?
changes. That's true.
So it's hard to get invested into wrestlers who might not be there next week, or next month, or in 6 months. And then trying to get used to these new wrestlers, and then while they're trying to figure out what works for them or what doesn't work for them is also It's a work in
I mean,
progress.
I tell you what though, man. Just
It's
we
like, you know what
still.
it is. You know what it is. It's like watching high school sports, not college sports. It's like watching high school sports because in high school
Jeez.
they still trying to fit. No, it's not a bad thing. They're trying to figure it out. What works for them? What style works for you? You know what I mean? And
That's
then you go
fair.
to college. You're still trying to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And to me, you know what I mean. If I'm not getting good matches, I at least want good good segments.
Yeah.
With NXT, I don't feel like I'm getting either. You know
This,
what I
you know
mean?
what it is. I know for me, I've been watching NXT every week since I got so knee deep into wrestling again. But at least as of late, there's a few names that I'm that I that I really want to see. Like, it's crazy for me to say this out loud, man. Um, I'm more of a fan of Ricky Starks more than Ricky Saints.
They're the same guy.
It's a difference to me. I'm seeing a difference. Not
It's the same guy.
I,
Literally.
it's the same guy, but at the same time, it's just not. I don't know how to describe it, man. It's just not the same. It ain't hitting the same for me. But it's a couple names that are there that I'm always eager to see. Ego's one, Ethan Page is one. Tony D'Angelo is a huge one. Uh, Ren St. Clair, I am always interested to see what they do with Ren St. Clair because she is so great. I think in the ring, and
It's not even Ren. It's Kendall Gray who's the absolute problem. She's filthy.
Kendu's amazing too,
Filthy.
but Kendu just kind of started getting her name some traction these last couple months. But before, to me, always been Ren. She's so great. I wish she got more of a push. Um, but there's just a few names I'm always interested to watch, so I watch it just to see what they do. But maybe one day I go to an NXT show, go all the way to Orlando. We take a trip.
My man's don't come to Staten Island to come hang out with me, but my man's is going to Orlando and AC for some wrestling. If that's not hatred, I don't know what is.
It should be wrestling in Staten Island. Go there.
I'm not gonna hold you. Actually, is the pizzeria by me that always have wrestling promos up.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the local wrestling in SI?
Staten Island. They like wrestle sometimes in Jersey and shit, but they wrestle on the island a lot. I
Wow,
want to
that's
go.
so
I
funny.
just want to go dolo. I don't know how I feel about going to an indie match dolo.
Bro, next time, bro, I'm gonna take a weekend off, a Saturday off. We're gonna plan this. I'm gonna take a Saturday. So you know what? I'm gonna take a Saturday off.
Yeah.
We're gonna do saying this live. Take a Saturday off.
Oh God,
Go to an indie show, and I get my title belt.
it's burned. You don't have a strap. It's burned. It doesn't exist. I had to burn something to belt the ice around my house.
Jesus. That's how you made your pathway.
Exactly. I laid the belt out flat and I absolutely fucking burned it. All right, let's get into the Royal Rumble preview. Obviously, I'm not going to go into margarita matches because there's only 4 matches. We have career match, Gunther versus AJ Styles. Who wins?
Kind of touched on it earlier. Unfortunately, I gotta go with Gunther.
All right, we have WWE Championship, Drew McIntyre versus what's his name? Sami Zayn. Who wins?
1000% gotta be Drew.
Yeah, I don't see Drew losing on his first defense.
Can't.
We have the Women's Royal Rumble. Who wins? Let's make this more interesting. Who's the final 4, the final 2, and who wins?
Final 4, 2 wins. Rhea,
I feel like that's always a safe. I feel like that's always safe.
Charlotte,
Safe.
Alexa,
Not safe. This is an ambitious pick.
Raquel. The
Safe.
reason why I put Alexa in the top, let me give you the 2. Last 2, Charlotte and Rhea. Give it to Charlotte.
That is absolutely gross. You want
Charlotte and Rhea, give it to
to
Charlotte.
give Charlotte 3 Royal Rumble wins? You're an absolute madman.
Give it to Charlotte. That's my safe pick. I know that's not gonna happen.
You're giving her back-to-back Rumble wins at that too. That's crazy.
There's people. I heard people in the on Twitter who want Cody to get a 3rd one. So I don't think that's right.
And they're out of their goddamn mind.
1,000%. If Cody wins the
they're
third one, the fans are definitely gonna fucking riot.
oh,
There's no way.
oh, you want to see a Golden Boy become a martyr? Give Cody Rhodes a third Royal Rumble win. That would do a wonderful job on it. That would do
It'll
a
be
wonderful job
over.
on its own.
Over.
I want to see Cody Rhodes fly off the top rope, and it's gonna be great.
Actually, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It should be Jacob and Cody flinging each other off. It should be
I'm
beautiful.
I'm sorry, real quick. I'm gonna change up from Charlotte and I'm gonna put Rockwell.
All right,
I'm gonna
so
change up. I'm gonna definitely change up. But definitely put Rockwell in. So many storylines I think could happen with Rockwell holding that briefcase.
briefcase.
The Royal Rumble, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Going to the thing.
He's
Sorry.
short circuiting. He's short circuiting. I got Rhea, Bianca, Liv,
Ooh.
and
Rhea, Bianca, Liv.
I feel like Bianca's coming back, and
Okay.
I give her a crowd. My final two would be Bianca, Liv,
Ooh.
with Liv eliminating Raquel, and then Bianca winning the Rumble. And it's a Bianca versus Jade at WrestleMania.
That's actually really good.
Because I don't see them actually letting Jade go to WrestleMania as champion unless they were gonna get Bianca back in the picture.
Yeah, man, she's been definitely underwhelming with Jade so far.
Okay,
Jade.
so men's
Underwhelming.
final four, final two, who wins?
Brock,
Brock fucking
Braun.
Lesnar. Boo. It's terrible.
Yeah, Braun Breaker, because it's two Brauns. Braun Breaker. Brock, Braun.
He said Brock, Braun, Braun.
Roman. Because those are all powerhouses. Oba. You get two OGs and then two of the young guys. Then for the last two, give me Braun and Roman, and give me Braun winning.
That's also disgusting. That's just nasty. That's nasty Nas. Nasty
See it
Nas.
happening.
Give me Oba, Roman, Dom. Listen, Dom's a little crafty fucker.
He is. I haven't seen Dom in a while. I guess
shoulder
shoulder injury, right? Okay.
Yeah, wrestling against his pops at a house show. He hurt his shoulder. People were idiots. They're like, he should relinquish the title if he's not wrestling. My man's was wrestling. My man's was defending the championship weekly.
Let him be.
Fucking people out of their mind. So I got Oba, Roman, Dom. I'll give it to Braun Breaker. My final two would be Roman and Oba, or Roman winning. Ooh,
Roman
I'm lying. Let me take out Braun and let me put in LA Knight.
That's actually, I just chuckled at that, but that's fair too, though. Like
Yeah.
LA Knight being top four in the, like, even if he loses, like he's the fourth and it's three left, like that would be big for LA just to be there in the ring, like.
And I got LA eliminating Braun Breaker to make it to the final four.
Ooh.
I got Roman and Braun working together to take out the Vision.
That's interesting.
Because you remember the Vision took out LA Knight, so he's coming back with a vengeance.
That is true.
Honestly, I can just see Roman winning the Rumble or seeing LA Knight win the Royal Rumble.
I could see that too. I could see I want to say I could see Roman, but at the same time, I don't know if Roman. He's not really there anymore, man. He's not. So why even waste a spot? I think you leave that spot open for someone else.
You can say the same thing about Brock Lesnar. Lesnar's not there no more. Why he's in the Royal Rumble? The man kicks ass. That's why.
I think Lesnar, honestly, is just there to show the face-offs. Just like just a moment. Just like oh my God, he's face-to-face with Oba. Oh my God, with Bronson Reed. Like, I think that's really what is there for. Because Brock said he was soon to retire too. I don't believe if he said it would be this year like AJ. but he did say he was going to retire soon.
So
So
Summer,
it's
SummerSlam is in Minneapolis, where he's from. So there's a good chance that he retires in Minneapolis in
wow,
front of his hometown.
that's pretty
That'd be
sick.
dope.
So that's what I'm saying. So if that's the case, I think it would just to be kind of Brock just to get his last little shit in, with all the new little beasts running around. You know, back in when Brock made his debut, he was the young, big powerhouse, scary guy. He still is. It's just now he's the old guy. So I think now is just to give the young guys the rub. You know.
If you see me outside fighting a grizzly bear, help the bear. 1,000%. Yeah, man. So that's us. That's our show for today. Once again, welcome. Poopy Boy Supreme, the Poop Boy Maestro, Sir Poop a Lot. I got more coming. I'm gonna write them down.
Jeez.
Let the people know where to find your poopy ass.
All right, y'all. You can find me at Boy Dreams King. Boy Dreams King on Twitter, X. That's all I got at the moment. Talk some good old wrestling. Say some good old shit, man. And like I said to start the show, glad to be part of the team. Until next week, stay safe. And we here.
Sir Goofy Goober himself. Thank you, T-Phase. Also, he probably has to change his Twitter name because we can't just keep saying Boy Dreams King on every Twitter outro. That's just
it's a old Twitter. I'm sorry.
And you can still change it, my man. And you can find me nowhere. Don't find me anywhere. I don't want you guys to find me. You can find me on the 4 Sides of the Page Twitter page, 4DESOTR, 4 Sides of the Ring on TikTok, 4 Sides of the Ring on Facebook, 4 Sides of the Ring on MySpace, 4 Sides of the Ring on AIM, 4 Sides of the Ring on MSN, 4 Sides of the Ring. Don't worry about where you can find me. You can't. Listen, I don't talk wrestling on my socials anywhere. I'll talk about the Knicks. I post about my son. You guys don't want to see this. I post about the Power Rangers. I promise you. Just follow 4 Sides of the Ring, and you can see me every Thursday. Maybe. I'm lying. Every Thursday until Invincible's on. Then I'm going on sabbatical to watch Invincible, and then I'll be back after Invincible.
He's letting you know now. He's not lying, y'all. don't ask in the comments where his channel has been 3 weeks. He told you. He just told you.
You gotta ask yourself a question. Is Invincible still on the air? Yes. So that's why channel's not on.